So we got a GE refrigerator here, French door style. You have a fan. Well, the issue with it, not cooling properly in the fresh food section. So if you have this unit, chances are it's going to be your evaporator fan. The evaporator fan cools the fresh food section. Now you have to gain access to it. You're going to have the serving drawers. All those have to come out. And you have to take the tracks off. And then the evaporator cover. If you're not sure, just mark those. One is left, one is right. Those are the tracks. And those screws are 1/4 inch. You might need to use a steamer just in case if it's frozen. Don't force it. If you notice you can't get it off, unplug the fridge, let it sit for a few minutes, maybe 30, 40 minutes, an hour, and then attempt to remove the cover. Be very careful with it. If there's a lot of ice, you can also get some hot water and get some towels and pour the hot water to melt the ice. Do not force it. All right, so we have to cover off. Now, this test, what we're going to be doing is I'm going to be saving or fixing the fan. In your case, if you have an evaporator fan, you want to go ahead and pop a new one in, go ahead. If you want to fix yours, then this is the video for you. And we're going to show you how to actually repair the fan. A lot of times these fans aren't truly bad. Also, you can see we have a pretty clogged drain. See that water? That water should not be there. If you see water there, that's a problem. If you don't have a steamer, you'll have to go to the back of the refrigerator and work on getting that drain unclogged. It's going to be a little white tube. And you remove it, take it to the sink, and clean it. It will have a duck bill, which is a little rubber thing at the bottom or at the top. Remove it, clean it out. Don't cut it, just clean it well. Put it back on just like how you took it off. Now, we're pulling out the fan. I was explaining to the customer. But anyways, we're going to be extracting the fan shortly. And for this test, you'll need to have the fridge plugged in. And you can turn off the unit or you can leave it running. It shouldn't take you long. With the product, we're going to insert it or spray it into the fan. On the back of the fan, when you flip it, you can see the white sticking up. You're going to flip it, and there are like 3 holes, and you're going to spray the product. Great stuff, by the way. We're going to be doing smaller portion of that. That can alone is, I forgot, it's pretty expensive. So it's not worth it just to fix the fan. You might as well replace the fan. The only good thing with that, you can fix it multiple times if you do have a clogged drain and the clogged drain happened to damage the fan. That's the problem with these drains. When they get clogged, you end up with a layer of steam constantly blowing up into the fan, and that's why they get corroded and they stop working. So right now we're pretty much just working on loosening up some of the corrosion inside the fan. So you turn, loosen, plug in, turn, loosen, plug in, and you can see the fan trying to turn. So it takes a little time. The whole process probably took maybe, I don't know, 10 minutes, I think, because it was pretty stiff. It really was frozen. But when she started, it was perfect. And once it's running, you want to go ahead and leave it running for probably 5-10 minutes just to kind of ensure that the fan is nice and smooth. And then what you want to do, you want to unplug the fridge, let it sit for about 5 minutes again before you put it back together, plug the unit back in, and verify that the fan is still working. I like to do that. It's just a little of assurance and a little peace of mind. So I was still turning. You basically want to make sure the fan is free, not too difficult to turn before you plug it in. But I was getting a little bit of movement, so I kept plugging in and unplugging as I rotate. Shortly, we're going to be inserting the product into the drain. Well, it's not really a drain. There it is. Now pay attention. You can see the fan slowly trying to turn. It's coming. See that? Beautiful.
All right, fan's running now. Yeah, took a little bit. I thought she was done, but she's smooth as butter. Yeah, so the clog drain caused the fan to seize up. So we still have to deal with the drain. Yeah. So I'm just letting the fan run. I'm using a better, you may say, lubricant. So, in fact, actually, a customer did a big job for him, and he asked me, "Hey, you ever heard of this?" And I said, "No, I can't say I have." And I was like, "Hmm." So it's really good stuff. In fact, one can, like a regular, like a spray paint type of deal can, it's like $75. Yeah, yeah. I was like, wow. So so I tried it on the fan, and it took a little bit, but she's smooth like she was brand new. Yeah. So
Now, if you don't have a steamer, you will have to go to the back of the refrigerator, remove the screws, and access the drain tube. You can slowly pull it down and remove the clog, and that will be the fix. As you can see, it's draining nicely. Very important. So I'm using a feather just to kind of show the airflow, just to show that the fan is still working. And this is a really good fix. It fixes the fan, keeps it lubricated, and those fans live in a rough environment. Don't forget that.
Late call. So I was actually in a restaurant. So got home at 5. So by the time I showered and went to bed, it's almost time to get up. Smooth. So truly, those fans. But the clogged drain really kills or sees them out because when you have the water and you have the heat above the water, vapor going into the fan, poor fan, So, yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, you can feel the movement of air. See that? Fan is blowing. So, simple things of feather you wouldn't think a technician would use, right? Very important. It shows.